Hello to my Taurians. This is Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with your weekly reading. This reading is going to be for September 12th through the 19th, 2025. All of these readings are timeless, so whenever YouTube decides to put this video back out, it'll be timeless. So it's, remember, time is relative. So whenever you see it, it may mean something a little different to you the next time you see it, but let's get into it. We are in eclipse season. That's right. We just had a full blood moon on the in the same day we had a total lunar eclipse, right? So total lunar eclipse is about totally letting go, right? And of anything that could have been like triggering for you, like ancestral family traumas, that kind of thing. And we're coming up on this new moon that's coming up on the 21st. The moon is going to be in Virgo. Is a solar eclipse, and a solar eclipse is about resetting, right? So just hitting a reset button, whether it's a hard or soft reset, it's still a reset for you. Whatever you decide, if it's a hard or soft reset. So let's get into your reading here, see what's going on. Your first card out is the Hierophant. That's right. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Coming back, welcome back. Sending everybody all this love and light. So this is your card. You know, it opens up the reading in your major arcana. And so this week focuses on wisdom, traditions, and aligning with your spiritual values. Taurus, if you're getting like a little glare, that's because the sun is out shining. And I try to, anyway, don't worry about it. And then in your first card leading in the minor arcana, what's happening right now is the Seven of Pentacles. So patience may be tested. So you're waiting for results from seeds that you've planted, and trust that growth takes time, right? So you're trying to move on to a softer life, and you planted some seeds. You want those seeds to grow. You may have spoken some things out, put it out into the universe. And so past influences that a lot of people have in common, right? Recently, you've been transitioning away from challenges, and healing and moving forward still shape your energy, right? So the Six of Swords, which is a lot of people have in common. They just passing on through, and they're continuing to just move forward, right? But remember, during eclipse season, it's all a choice. It's all a choice as to whether people stop or they keep right on. You know, if they passing on through, because this is an ancestor here on this boat here, or people are just moving on to calmer waters, right? So you plant the seed, you hope something grows, you know. But like I said, I do see somebody as being, like I said, the Hierophant here. You're incredibly patient here. So future influences is going to be Ace of Pentacles here. The future influences is going to be your Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunity in finances, career, or stability is coming your way. So this is the beginning of long-term abundance for you. Beginning of long-term abundance for you, right? So remember, Seven of Pentacles lets me know that's what's going on right now, is that somebody never really got to the root of something, right? Before the seed was planted, somebody never really got to the root of something. But for future purposes, somebody's going to get to the root of something. This is Ace of Pentacles here. And as far as your conscious goals, this is a Lover's card, right? Lover's cards mean that you're striving for alignment in relationships or major decisions, and then your goals is to choose what resonates with your heart and your values. Remember, the Lover's card is not so much about lovers. It's about also partnerships and also making a decision. So somebody is now, from now on, deciding, okay, get to the root of something. This is root chakra, right? Before we get to the number 7. Before we get to 7, you got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you got Ace of Pentacles right here, right? And I also have, you know, the unconscious influences would be the Nine of Wands, which I had out here. I have Nine of Wands out here, but obviously you see Nine of Swords. So something may have been a nightmare for you and some other people, which could be like really driving a decision, you know, moving forward, like in the future, like getting to the root of something first, right? And so, yeah, so it's like somebody is taking one last look back. Somebody is taking one last look back, and this is because maybe your ninth house. What is your zodiac sign in your ninth house? We'll put these two here, right? And so there could have been, like I said, it's two sides of the sword, two sides of the wand here, right? But something may not have produced a whole lot of growth, right? But for you, you may be taking one last look back and waking up, waking up from a nightmare, feeling like you're just waking up from a nightmare. So the Nine of Wands here, which is your unconscious influence, deep down you may feel weary. So yeah, I had to edit this to make a little bit more time. We ran out of time here, but your unconscious influence would be the Nine of Wands here. So deep down, you may feel weary or defensive, but your resilience is really strong. So you're closer to success than you realize, right? So yeah, you just never know. You just never know. You all are, like I said, Taurians are known for their patience, right? So that can go either way, right? You're known for your patience. So somebody is just kind of being patient, right, with something. So your advice here is, lead with emotional wisdom and compassion, and stay calm and steady even if others around you feel unsettled, right? So yeah, you can't let things contaminate your water or your emotions when you're trying to be patient, with something, right? Something or someone. And so the external influences would be the Three of Pentacles. So support, from community, co-workers, or collaboration surrounds you. So teamwork will help you move forward this week. And so yeah, when some people don't feel like they are part of a team in a situation, especially if they don't feel like they have the authority or they don't feel like they have the power. I heard this guy one time on Instagram was talking about just like people are applying for leadership positions, but they don't have the authority. Like they really don't have the authority to speak up. They can't ask questions. It's just feel overpowered. And that's not a team. You don't feel like you're a part of a team when you feel like you don't have any say so with something, right? It does feel like, where's the fire here? The Nine of Wands. It feels like the Nine of Wands. It feels like, opposition from beginning. So the Tower card is going to be, hopes and fears here, right? Hopes and fears is, you may fear sudden change or disruption, but the Tower clears away what isn't strong enough to last, making room for growth. So somebody may be fearing a Tower, but it could be, a fear that somebody has in their mind. I mean, who knows? But the outcome here is by the week's end, stability, family, and financial security are highlighted. Long-term success and abundance are within your reach, right? Within your reach. So somebody's gonna looking at the cards here and your minor arcana, like right now somebody's thinking about, okay, getting to the root of something before having any influences on your team that could influence your emotions, right? Because you all are an incredibly patient zodiac sign. And so the closing message for you all, Taurus, before we set an intention here, and hopefully everybody's setting an intention for your day every single day. But the closing message for you all is going to be about patience, wisdom, and building strong foundations. The Hierophant really grounds you, right? And the Ace and Ten of Pentacles. So that's Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles here. But you all can see, I know it's kind of dark, and that's just because of the sunlight. So I don't have any control over that. I can't put a sheet over the sun. And anyway, I'm trying to control the lighting. So maybe that's a cue for somebody to kind of get outside and kind of like, do some grounding and get out in that sunlight. The sun is very healing. It'll help to, help your hormones. Vitamin D is hormones, right? So maybe that's a sign that somebody needs to get outside and do some grounding. Who knows? So that could be the sun outside calling you, like, come outside and play. Get some sun, put on some sunscreen, put on a hat. I don't know what the weather is like where everybody is, but that could be a sign that the sun is saying, come on outside. You could be getting a call from the sun, like, get outside, go take a drive somewhere, get your throat chakra in alignment. Matter of fact, if you're watching this video on the 11th, if you're watching it on 9/11 or September the 11th, I believe that the moon is in Taurus, and that does affect your thyroid, your throat chakra, and maybe it is time to get outside in the sun and turn on your favorite song and sing to the top of your lungs. That's going to help somebody's throat chakra is vocal exercises. You don't have to know how to sing, but that right there is going to help somebody to kind of get their throat chakra in alignment, right? So yeah, of course, maybe drinking some kind of teas and stuff like that. Throat coat is a really good one. But yeah, so that's what I feel like for somebody this week. It's like, you know, the Ace and Ten of Pentacles show new beginnings leading to lasting stability, and then the King of Cups encourages calm leadership. And so trust that the seeds you planted are growing into long-term abundance. What I pick up on for the Six of Swords is that people have different love languages. That's what I'm seeing here. I feel like somebody could have been passing on through and could have been caught between maybe people's love language in terms of like growing their money. Who knows? I don't know. So who knows? So finding out what your love language is going to be really, really important. But if this message resonates with you, you know, if it resonates, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And as always, stay strong, stay focused, and stay victorious. My health is a priority and my body is my temple, right? And so that's what everybody should have in common is, you know, your mental and physical health, right? Mental and physical health. So that is what I have for you. And that's the intention that you're setting. Let's see what number comes out of this, right? 501, unchain yourself, release the negative, right? So there's a space inside of you used to hold the bitterness of the past. Your angels implore you to keep the lesson, but let go of the resentment. You don't need to feel bad in order to protect yourself from these things happening again. Take a moment now to visualize the anger you hold. Now picture yourself giving it back to the place or person that you received it from. Feel the freedom of not having to hold that anger any longer. All right, so this is a number here, 501. So you may even see that on your clock. You know, see it on your clock, whether it's 5:01 a.m., 5:01 p.m. You can see it on the back of a license plate, a grocery receipt. Like numbers are very powerful messages, right? So let's see what else, and then we're going to go ahead and close this out. So somebody wants the best for you, or they want the best for you. Pray and meditate, whoever you are. Somebody's an incubus spirit. So your ancestors have a message. Your gifts have increased. Your spiritual gifts have increased. Somebody secretly has a crush on you. I have no idea who secretly has a crush on you. You have to pray about that, I guess. But speak it into existence and create the change that you want. And you versus you. And somebody has a very envious spirit. So that's what it's, Leviathan spirit has a very envious spirit. I don't know if somebody could envy you and they could see you as competition, whoever you are. Again, I don't know, I'm talking to a camera. So somebody may want to just get outside in the sunlight. I mean, I don't even think by coincidence that the lighting is weird, because if you go back and watch some of the other videos, it's clear. And so the sun just happens to be hitting, you know, this some kind of way and just kind of like, you know, making it a little bit dark there. So hopefully you all got a chance to see all the cards. Check your request list again. Whatever you're requesting, heart chakra cleanse. So somebody's now making connections, like, you know, so back straight and walk away. And then your next love interest will make you happier, whoever you are. So next love interest will make you happier. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Stand your ground. So yeah. So somebody looks like this, looks like an eclipse here, where you're just kind of sort of resetting. And so when you see this number 7 coming out again, just like it started out here. So When energies plant a seed, source is like, hey, look, okay, get to the root of something. You get to the root of something, right? You could get to the root of something. So that on the back end, you're not asking why. You get to the root of something, right? Let me see if there's anything else. Let's see what this oracle card reads here. So yeah, the heart chakra makes the connection. That's right. You remember the chakras like between the the spiritual realm and then the physical realm. So you make the connection, you know, and so that throat chakra, the moon being in your zodiac sign Taurus, is going to help somebody with their throat chakra, so somebody can start speaking, you know, like speaking something, like talking to, get to the root of something. But self-love here is let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. This is you and you, like your inner child, right? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And again, these readings are timeless. So whenever you see them is whenever you're supposed to see them. They may have a different meaning the next time you see them, and the next time you see it may have a different meaning, slightly different meaning. But nevertheless, until and you can do resets as often as possible. It doesn't have to just be during eclipse season like we have now. You see that in the physical, but you can reset at any time. Reset at any time. So just keep that in mind. On the 21st of September, we do have a new moon in Virgo. That's Virgo rules 6th house. We're not talking about a Virgo, but Virgo rules 6th house, and that's where you're focusing on your health and your well-being, like your day-to-day activities, all of that, like really analyzing your life, you know, and who's planting seeds in your soil, your earth. So I do see somebody getting outside. So that's what I have for you. Bye.